At times, there actually can be times where it is unsafe to, as a leader, to be trauma impacted and to go into that with vulnerability. So there's times and places for this. And so for an example, in a leadership position, let's say a team is looking to you or you're giving leadership to a situation, maybe a critical incident. In that place, you're wanting to be resilient and to stay in this part of your brain as opposed to back here where you flip back into emotion or fight, flight, or freeze. And so if you're able to stay up here as a leader in those moments, you can give confidence, you can give security, you can give safety, you can give necessary ingredients that allow everyone to stay on mission at that point in time. However, what makes that place safe is when the leader circles back around, has some alone space, maybe with their counselor, maybe with themselves, and they lean in and look at the trauma impact of what that moment did to them. So if this is a regular rhythm of what a leader does, this is what we would call a trauma-sensitive, trauma-informed, trauma-resilient leader, because you have your back processes, your channels back behind you, that is helping you mitigate that trauma impact as a leader, because you're going to have it, so that when it's go time, when you are in that position of command or you're in that position of authority, you're handing the confidence around because you're in a condition to withstand that trauma impact. So as a trauma therapist, I'm ever evaluating where someone's condition is and what's going on in their story to decide if they can actually go into that trauma work. And so there's going to be times where the answer is no. How would I assess for a no? That would be if what's going on in their story requires them to stay in a put together position. We're not going to go into surgery. Like, we're not going to go and do that surgery of what did this do to you. Instead, the intervention is going to be, hey, let's help them stay in the game, right? Let's help them stay together and resilient, not going into vulnerability because actually it's not time. And so we see this as a way of mitigating trauma impact, because if they can continue to be who they are in the hard parts of their story, and then when the story gets to a little bit more safety, then we circle up and we do the surgery, if you will. So if you find yourself in a leader role, what I really want to hand you in this is to be aware that you're probably really good at this already. Like, you're already compartmentalizing, you're already serving your people very well. The thing you're probably missing is circling back for you, having a process for yourself where you matter in the scene, you had impact. Other people might not see it, but we need you to see it, and to have your own plan for that, and we can be a part of that.